Hey guys, Future Sarah here, giving you the intro and a little disclaimer. This is the NEIPA that we were gonna do the triple yeast experiment. One has London 3, one has Imperial Juice, and one has US05. US05 was the original one. Jenny and I tried these and we don't like any of them except the original somehow. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, here's the Brewday. This beer is cursed. I swear I've made it like 3 times. Already, every single time something goes horribly wrong. So, enjoy. For our water additions, we are doing a lot. We're doing 10 grams of calcium chloride and 3.5 grams of Epsom salt and gypsum. Pulling out the big bag of calcium chloride. And I'm using reverse osmosis water. I just want to kind of get, you know, the hoppiest of the NEIPAs, and I don't want anything to interfere with it. So we're starting from scratch. Okay, so we are making a 7-gallon version of the NEIPA I made the last time that didn't turn out so great. So we're gonna use Imperial yeast and London 3 in split batches. So we're gonna make 7 gallons just so we have like enough to drink. So I'm gonna fill this guy with 8.5 gallons of water. Ugh. Nah, I'm gonna fill this guy with 7 gallons of water and then mash and then top it off with the rest of the water. We're gonna end up using 10 gallons in total today. So let's get to it. I'm gonna start my water. Hopefully I have enough propane. We will see on that front. All right, it's enough to get it started at least. And I'm gonna throw in my 10 grams of calcium chloride and 3.5 grams of each Epsom salt and gypsum. All right. So we're gonna get this guy up to, I'm gonna do 159 just because there's way more malts than we're used to in this, and then hopefully mash it around 152. Okay, so remaking the NEIPA. This beer was super simple. It was just quick oats and some two-row. So I'm gonna weigh out 15 pounds, 4 ounces of two-row, and then 2 pounds, 8 ounces of quick oats. All right, so this is all we need to mill. All right, and there is 2 pounds, 8 ounces of oats. Whatever, we'll just throw these in at the end. All right. All right, that's a lot of malt. All right, so I'm just gonna throw my oatmeal in. And call it a day. All right, so we are ready to mash in. I turned my heat off. I was a little over, so I added a tiny bit of water. I'm gonna try to get as few chunks as possible. It's gonna be difficult since it's such a thick mash. All right, let's just take the temperature of this now. So it's around 151 now. I'm gonna throw on the lid, insulation, and I'm gonna use some extra insulation today. Just throwing on a moving blanket. So we've got a 45-minute mash going on. I'm gonna set a timer and I'll meet you guys back here. All right, it's been 45 minutes. Let's see how well this held up. Well, somehow it held up better than it was in the beginning. It's 152 now. Sweet, whatever. Go away. Ah! God damn it! Oh my God. Oh my gosh, get out of there, you fucking idiot. Get out. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. That's never happened before. This actually works pretty well. All right, so that got us to 6 gallons. I'm gonna let it drain out into that bucket and we can add, but in the meantime, we need to add 3 more gallons. Seems like a lot. Let's see what we got on here. So we're at 18 bricks as it is. Let's just use a dilution calculator. In the meantime, I'm just gonna relight this. So our gravity is at 1.077. Our pre-boil is supposed to be not on here. Oh, 1.059. So throwing that into the boil off calc. So we need to add 2 gallons to keep with that. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're going from 6 gallons to 8 gallons. So we're at 13 and a half now. Might have gone a little over. So now our gravity is 1.057, so we're 0.02 off. Whatever we add from that will probably help it out a little bit. All right, I'll meet you guys back here when it boils. All right, so we are at our boil. I'm gonna set a timer for 50 minutes and then put my chiller in at the last 10 minutes. All right, so we're at the last 10 minutes. I'm gonna just toss in my jaded chiller because I am jaded. Let this guy sanitize. It's probably gonna squirt water at me. Okay, so for our hops, we're doing a hop stand just like the last time. We're doing 3.8 ounces of HBC 586, 1.6 ounces of Amarillo, and I've just got the whole leaf now, but I'm trying to clear out my freezer, so I'm just gonna go with it. And 1.3 ounces of Galaxy. I'm gonna start with the whole just because they take up so much space. So 1.6 ounces. All right, so 3.8 grams or 3.8 ounces of HBC 586. That smells great. That was too many. And 1.3 ounces of Galaxy. Nice. That is a full hop stand. Okay, so our boil is done. I'm gonna turn off the heat. We're gonna get this down to 176 degrees, and then we're gonna do all of our hop addition. So 3.8 ounces of HBC 586, 1.6 ounces of whole cone Amarillo, and 1.2 or 1.3 ounces of Galaxy. And I was planning on doing them in my hop screen, but I realized with the chiller, and I can't really do that, can I? So I'm gonna get this going to just chill this down real quick like. And then we can throw them in our in our brew bag and just let them sit. It's not like it's gonna melt because there's no heat on the bottom. I can't do this for too long though because this chiller's a beast. So we're down to 195 now. 188. All right, I'm cutting it. All right, it's supposedly around 180. It's kind of hard to get a read on it, but I'm gonna leave it there. It'll drop a lot. So we've got our hops here. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, so since I obviously can't be trusted with glass, I've got a Tupperware full of friggin' hops. Please don't make this beer, it's cursed. Every time I make it, something bad happens. It's going right into the hop bag. And I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes and just keep agitating this, especially since I'm using the whole leaf hops. At least it's a beautiful green color. That's the only thing making up for it. Man, there's a lot of hops in there. I'm gonna tie this to the side and just keep screwing with it. Okay, so our hop stand is done. I'm just gonna start the hose and chill. Okay, so we're about as low as we are gonna get it with this 70-something degree tap water. So I'm gonna split this batch up into two different corny kegs and chill them all the way down with the glycol system, just with a wraparound deal. I'm gonna go ahead and take my original gravity. It is so green. All right, so while that sits, I'm gonna start transferring. We're just gonna kind of eyeball it half and half. And this is obviously a sanitized tube. Okay, so our original gravity is looking like 15 on the dot, which means 1.063 is our original gravity. Ah! And we hit it perfectly. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. Finally, something's working out today. Oh my God. So I'm gonna stop it right there. Seal this guy up and start on the next one. All right, now I'm gonna clean up and bring these upstairs. Okay, so what I have here are my NEIPAs separated. I've got my jacket around them, cooling, and some Reflectix in here, and then just this felt that I used to use for my catalyst just to keep it all insulated and keep a consistent temperature. I'm gonna pitch my yeast now. It's at about 65 degrees. So I have London Ale 3 for one and Imperial Juice for the other. And I'm not even gonna bother making a starter because these are only 3.5 gallon batches, so it's all good. All right, so I'm gonna mark these. And here are my blow-off tubes. These are just air quick releases to hoses. And I'm putting them on the air side and into an airlock. Okay, so once this gets going, I'm gonna do my first dry hop addition. Okay guys, it's dry hop day 1. So this is our first dry hop. So the batches, I just took a look at them. It looks like we've got about 60-40 split on these. So the Imperial Juice has about 60% of the batch and the London 3 has 40. So I just split up the hops that way as well. So this is the Imperial Juice's dry hop. It is 1.5 ounces of HBC 586 and 2.1 ounces of Amarillo whole cone. I threw a little nut in here, a stainless steel nut, to help it fall to the bottom, you know, so we can actually get some use out of it. So now I just gotta figure out how to get this in this small hole. Okay. And the London 3 is 1 ounce of HBC 586 and 1.4 ounce of whole cone Amarillo. And I did the same with the nut in this one. All right, so I'll see you guys back here in 3 days for the second dry hop edition. Okay guys, what I'm gonna try to do is open this up for our second dry hop and use the same hop bag with our new addition. This is 0.9 ounces of Amarillo and HBC 586 going into our juice keg, and then we have 0.6 of each going into our London keg. We're doing the 60-40 split. Wish me luck. That actually went way easier than I thought it was going to. All right, so I'm gonna purge this with CO2 when I get my lid back on. Ew, gross. And now we're gonna do the same for the other one. All right, so that's about it for these guys. They're gonna sit for another week or so, and then I'll transfer, and I will see you guys back here for the review next video. Thanks so much for watching, like and subscribe. If you wanna get all my videos early and a shout out in this section of the video, go ahead and join the channel. There's a link above. And I wanna thank my 2 newest members, Picophile and Eddie Adams. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys next time. Well, hello, this is 6 hours later, future Sarah. And first of all, I just want you guys to see a little more clarified Oktoberfest. It is gorgeous, and I can't stop drinking it, and it's gonna be gone in like a day. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know I started a Patreon. I was trying to do the YouTube membership thing, but YouTube takes like a 30% cut. So with Patreon, your money just goes farther, and I'm able to offer like a lot more perks. So there's 3 tiers on Patreon. We've got the standard, what I was doing with the YouTube membership. So you get the videos early and you get a shout out. And then the next tier, you get the same things, but you also get ad-free videos, and I'm gonna start doing a monthly happy hour, and you have access to that. So
I think that's all that's in that one. And then there's another one with merch, which is like a lot more. I have merch ideas and they're pretty slick, so I think you guys would like them. But so check out my Patreon above if you guys want to support the channel. I'm really trying hard to be able to spend more time on my videos and make them higher quality and be able to make more of them. And to do so, I need to cut down on the hours I'm actually at my real job. So that's why I'm trying to do the whole Patreon thing. I appreciate you guys' support and your suggestions, and I just want to do crazier and crazier stuff. And your support is what makes that possible. So thank you again. I'll see you guys next time again, and cheers. Every time I see you, I'm literally brewing the exact same beer because I fucked it up last time. Well, the first time it turned out, the second time I was doing a double batch, and it like started spontaneously fermenting before I pitched the yeast. So we're gonna see if it's poison. I know. I'm so over making this beer.
Anything for an IPA.
I know. It's trying to dial in a NEIPA. They're really hard to make.